Hi there. Hope you understood the making of the schema. The schema is given in the description. You can go through the schema. Now let's proceed to the making of tables. Let's create the tables. The first table we will have books. The table books has ISBN number, which will be a primary key, book name, rack number, author, and book edition. Let's create this table. Let's create it. Second one is staff. Staff, we have staff ID, which is primary key, name, staff, which is staff name, designation, and its phone number. Let's create this staff table. Staff table is created. Now let's move to the department table. In department table, we have department ID, which is primary key, department name, and HOD, head of the department name. Let's create this table. The table is created. Now we have student table. We have student ID, which is primary key, name, student name, which is varchar, address, varchar, and department ID, which is referring to the department ID from the department table here. So let's create the student table. Student table is created. Now let's see book status. Book status, we have issue ID, which will be the book issuing ID. Whenever someone will issue a book, ID will be generated, which will be a primary key, which will be unique for every person, every book. Study ID, student ID, sorry, student ID refers to the student ID from the student table. We have issue date, the book which is issued on what date will be noted down here. Book ID, which will refer to the ISBN number from book section, books table. Issuing staff ID, which is a foreign key which refers to the staff ID from the staff table. Let's create this table. Now while we create the all the tables, we should note that the tables which have only primary key should be created first. Like we have created books, staff, and department first, as they only have primary key. Because when we create a foreign key table first, it asks for a reference table. Like here we have department ID, and we are referring to the department ID of department. If it doesn't find this, it will give us an error. So we have executed all the tables now, and we have executed all the tables which have primary key at first and then the foreign key at last. So let's insert the data into this table now. So we have the insert queries with us. So insert queries goes like insert into books. We will be inserting data into the books table first. We have ISBN number here, book name, rack number, author, and book edition, where the values are ISBN numbers. These are unique, as you can see. The book names, Hobbit, To Kill a Mockingbird, and all. And the rack number A1, B2, C3, D4, author, Tolkien, Harper Lee, book edition 1. So let's insert data into the books table. 4 rows are affected, and we have inserted the data into the books table. Now we will be inserting data into the staff table. So here we have staff ID, name, designation, phone, where the values are this. The staff ID is primary key, and these are unique, as you can see. We have the name John Smith, Emily Johnson, Michael Davis. Since the staff is from library, we have given the designations which are related to the library, like librarian, assistant librarian, library assistant, and their phone numbers. Sorry, yeah. Now the 3 rows are affected into the staff table. Now we will be inserting data into the department table. Here we have department ID, department name, and HOD name. Here we have department ID as a primary key. Therefore, these values are unique, as you can see here. We have department name, computer science, English literature, and history. And we have HOD names, Dr. Robert, Sarah, and David. So we will insert data into the department table. Now we have inserted data into the department table. Let's move to the student table. Now in student table, we are having a department ID, which is referring, which is a foreign key and referring to a primary key from the department table. So like, let's see, into the department table we have D1, D001, 002 and 003. So here also we have D001, 001, 002, 002. As we know that foreign key can have duplicate values, so they both, Alice and Bob, belongs to same departments. Let's insert data into the student table. The data is inserted to the student table. Now let's move to the book status. Book status also has multiple foreign keys like student ID, book ID and issuing staff ID. Here, here and here. So they are referring to their respective tables, as I already showed you them in the when we are creating the tables. Let's create the book status table. Yeah, those 4 rows have affected. Now let's check if all 4 tables are there or not. So select star from books. So this, yeah, the book table is here. What was our second table? Staff. Yeah, the staff table is populated. What was our third table? It was department. Yeah, department table is populated. The fourth table was student. Yeah, the student table is populated. And at last we have book status. Yeah, here it is. Let's execute this table query and we'll get the table. So that's it for this video. You have created all the 5 tables and inserted all the data according to the foreign key primary key constraint, and we can see all the values are populated. Now in the next video we will be solving some important interview questions on this schema, so make sure you have watched both the videos, first video and this one, to proceed with the third video where we'll be seeing the interview questions, as it is important for us to know the data and the schema and the foreign key primary key constraints of the database before moving to the questions. So thank you.